Gordon loves snacks. This is not for you. I'm sorry. Okay, today we're going to be trying a food product that I have seen all over TikTok, and a few days ago, I decided to splurge on some TikTok shopping. This is the first time I've ever ordered anything from TikTok Shop, but I decided to order a box of Prime Bites, Alpha Prime Bites. I don't even remember the name of it, but let's open this thing up and try them out. Now, I have to say, right off the bat, the shipping on this was extremely fast. Like, it came maybe like 2 days or something. So that was very impressive. It does look like it ships from Florida. So that is really good to see. Okay, I got the variety pack. This is what it looks like. Let's take a peek. So what I ended up paying for this was $31.66, which I believe is like a discounted rate. I think TikTok like subsidizes some of the discount. So I'm not sure if that's like the current price you'll be able to find. So I think it's normally closer to like $35 or $40 for the variety pack. Let me just do a calculation on what that is per item. So that makes it $2.44 per package. So I think that's like a pretty good deal, I would say. The price was definitely pretty good on this. I'm gonna be honest, I know very little about this company. I really am not coming in with any preconceived notions. I didn't really even watch too many reviews on this, but I did see these and they looked pretty tasty and they look like they had some pretty good options. They're basically like protein brownies. This one, for example, is the glazed cinnamon roll. It has 19 grams of protein, 5 grams of collagen, and it is 220 calories. It has 9 grams of fats, 6 grams of saturated fats. Let's see, sodium, 280 milligrams, 19 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fiber. There's some sugar alcohol in here. So it looks like there's about 7 net carbs. I don't really like calculate net carbs. I don't really like understand the whole thing, but if you do, that's what's in here. And basically this has just like a bunch of like various like protein blend type of stuff. Listen, I'm not under any conception that this is like a healthy food. I really don't think it is. It's very hyper processed type of food, but I'm not gonna lie. I feel like sometimes I do like to have foods like this that are higher in protein, that are not like super high calorie, and it's just a little bit of an indulgence, okay? And it's like lower calorie than eating like a full on chocolate cake, okay? So I thought it would be fun to try them. So I'll try one right now, and then the rest I'll probably have to spread out over the next like few weeks because I don't think I can eat all of this immediately, but let's see what is calling to me. Okay, I think I'm going to try the birthday cake right off the bat. This one has 19 grams of protein, 5 grams of collagen, and this is the birthday cake blondie. First impressions of the smell, it definitely smells sweet. It doesn't smell bad. Like, I feel like it's maybe a little bit of like a, I don't want to say like a chemical smell, but let's get these out of the way and try this out. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so you definitely have some of those like sprinkles. It does have like a pretty good texture, I would say. Like, it's definitely like, I mean, I haven't tried it yet, but it seems like it's kind of like a dense kind of texture, which I think is good. So let's give it a try. It smells kind of lemony almost. It's honestly really pretty good. It's actually good. Like, it does have kind of like a processed-y kind of taste, like boxed cake mix type of vibe, but it's actually not bad. It actually tastes pretty good. Like, it's very sweet. Well, it's sweet, but it's not like overwhelmingly sweet. Yeah, it's honestly really pretty good. I'm liking this one. So now that I've eaten a little bit, I've heard a lot of people like to put this in the microwave. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the microwave and then I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay, so I put it in the microwave just for 10 seconds because I didn't want it to like melt or anything, but let's give it another try. Interesting. I feel like this one, I actually don't know if I love it as much microwaved, because I think one thing I really like about this is it does have like a really kind of like dense, kind of like chewy type of, not chewy, but like a dense texture. And for some reason, I feel like once it was microwaved, it became like a little bit less dense. Gordon. Gordon loves snacks. This is not for you. I'm sorry. I will still keep eating it. It does, I feel like once it was microwaved, like some of like the artificial taste kind of came out a little bit more. Like it tastes more artificial now than it did before for some reason. Yeah, I feel like they should have labeled this one as like a lemon bar or something because it tastes definitely more lemony than I think birthday cake like, but it's pretty good. I like it. So far we have a hit. I'll keep you posted when I try the rest of them. So the history of Alpha Prime as a company is really pretty fascinating, and I think it adds a whole nother layer to this review because there's a lot more to this company that I did not realize. So Alpha Prime was founded only a few years ago in 2021, and it was founded by Cesar Baccarella, who I had never heard of, but I now realize he's sort of like a public figure. He's actually a NASCAR driver, so that was kind of fascinating. When he talked about the inspiration for his company, he basically said it's all about being a leader, being in your prime. He has this whole like 30-minute interview that's on the website where he kind of talks about the history of this brand.
I think everybody's a superhero amongst ourselves, you know, and I think we control our future. That's probably what I want to leave with everybody. Like, we're all superheroes, we're all the same, we're all equal. Yeah, thanks for, you know, the data boy that you give me, I love it, but I give it right back after you.
And it seems like this company, I can't exactly tell the timing of the Prime Bites versus the other part of the business. It seemed like the other part actually came first. This company also is a clothing brand. So Alpha Prime has like a whole clothing line. And he talked about being in the gym and wanting to like wear more like tighter fitting European style clothes. And so he has this whole clothing portion of the business. So if you go on the Alpha Prime website, you can see all of this like athleisure type of clothes. And then there's this other part of the business, which is the Prime Bites and this like the Alpha Prime supplements. And so that's where it came from. They do manufacture their bites in the United States, and I believe they do manufacture them in Florida. The guy who founded this company is definitely a character. And basically he said that he wanted to build this company so he could have a company and a brand name that he could pass along and leave this legacy to his daughters. At least from what I can tell, it seems like he's doing a pretty good job of that so far. Like these bites are exploding in terms of popularity. They're also available in mainstream retailers like GNC and Walmart. So yeah, that's a little history of the company. Now let's talk about the other flavors that I've tried and how they compared to the first one. Okay, I am back. It's been a week or two since I posted the intro where I did my first taste test, and I have now tried everything in the box. Overall, I actually really did like most of them. Like there weren't any that I was like, this is absolutely disgusting, I would never eat this again. I mean, they definitely have like a proteiny bar taste. Like it's not the same taste as just like a straight up brownie, but I think it's like pretty good. If you're okay with eating some of this like protein junk food type of stuff, it's like maybe a little bit better than just like a regular brownie, then I think these could be a good option. But let me tell you about the ones I tried and what I liked. So the birthday cake one, I gave an 8 out of 10. Again, it had a little bit of an artificially taste, but I did like it. The brownie, this one, a 7 out of 10. I just feel like all of like the chocolatey ones, I just felt were just not that good. I also felt the same way about the glazed donut. The glazed chocolate donut, this was my least favorite of all of them. I gave it a 5 out of 10. It was just kind of dry and not that flavorful. The texture wasn't as good as the like white cake ones. I tried putting it in the microwave to soften it up a little bit, but even still, it just like the texture was not quite right. It was just edible. Like I would eat it again, but it wasn't as good as the other ones. Cookies and Cream Blondie, again, this is more of like a chocolatey one, and a 6 out of 10. I didn't really like it. Glazed cinnamon roll. This one was my favorite. I gave it a 9 out of 10. It had kind of like that lemony flavor that the birthday cake one had, but I just thought it was a very nice, subtle cinnamon flavor. It was really rich and decadent without being too over the top. So I liked it. I also thought the consistency and the texture was nice and moist and doughy. So really nice. I also really liked the peanut butter candy crunch. This one I gave an 8 out of 10. It kind of tasted like a peanut butter cookie. It was a little bit on the drier side as well, but I felt like that kind of like went along with sort of like the peanut butter cookie vibe. So I didn't mind it actually. And then the blueberry cobbler, this one again was also not my favorite. I would give this one a 6 out of 10. It was fine. It did taste like blueberry, but the fruity flavors are just not my personal favorite. So this one did not jump to the top for me. But overall, I actually did like trying out these Prime Bites, and I think I will actually order from them again. So I think this was a test success this time around. So I'll see if I can find any discount or affiliate links. I'll put those down in the description. So of course, great when you use that. It does support me and my channel. But if not, no worries at all. And until next time, bye.